The letters we are writing today, we are reading today, came from that little prayer of Ananias. Listen for me, teachers, for a moment. What is the word losing? Because you have failed to use your talent. 2019, I went to preach in Baragoi. Baragoi is in Samburu. So when brothers heard I was going to Baragoi, they gathered a meeting on Friday. So I will pray, I will read parallel, talk to the teachers, but my heart was in Baragoi. I was going to Baragoi because in Baragoi there's a school called Tomb Girls. 2018, in our camp at Ngia Girls, Tomb Girls had sent 32 girls to that camp. So when we analyzed the data, I realized Tomb Girls is 52 kilometers from Baragoi town. And they sent 32 girls to the camp. So I said in my heart, I'm not going to preach to Tomb Girls. I just want to go and sit with them one night and thank them. So when the brethren in Maralal heard I was going, they gathered few teachers. I spoke with them at night. At 6, we walk up 112 kilometers to drive on a road that looks like a road. It's not a road. It looks like a road, but it's not a road. Our vehicle broke 3 times. And the last time we lost 2 tires at once. So when you are struggling to fix these tires, we don't know how to get another one. A motorbike comes and stops by and say, you are near Baragoi than going back to Marala. So he carried us. He told us, just leave your car here. Here in Samburu, we don't steal cars. We only steal cows. So your car is safe. Your car is what? Is safe. So we went to Baragoi. That was 6:30 p.m. We left 6 a.m. We are so exhausted. So we come to Baragoi Girls. They had a weekend challenge. And in that place, the challenge normally begins on Friday up to Sunday. Students come and sleep because the schools are so far away. So when I seated there, so tired, I tell this brethren, help me to reach Tomb Girls, because that's why I'm planning to spend the night. That's Saturday. They tells me, no, here you can't go to Tomb Girls. You don't have a car. You are not allowed to drive that road. It's very dangerous. But a young man comes and greets me. I say, sir, I know you. You are our general secretary. I teach in Tomb Girls. So when I heard you are coming to see us, I brought the girls here. Because I knew you cannot reach girls. Because I knew you cannot reach the Tomb Girls in one day. And he shares with me as testimony. He said, when I was in the university, I asked God to make me a missionary paid by the TSC. A missionary paid by TSC. He says, if twice a month, the school has only 60 students. So whenever they have a function like this one, teachers come like this one, he does not go to the principal to ask for money because they don't have money. The only thing he wants from the principal is permission. So the missionary in the school gives him the motor van, the van, the motor vehicle. They have a van, but with no fuel. So it takes twice a month. He fills the vehicle with 1,500 to drive 52 kilometers to Baragoi town. In the neighborhood, there are 7 schools. So from Friday, he will go and minister to each one of them. From Friday to Sunday. Then he drives back to Tomb Girls. He does that 2 times per month. The one who was given 5 talents told the master, I've traded with it. There's 5 more. There's something this man realized, that all that I am here for is come from Kakamega. preaching to a county where he does not understand the language and the culture, but is giving his life. They raised 32 out of 60. They raised 32 girls. They told me from Tum girls to Maralal, you pay 2,000. From Maralal to Nia girls, you pay 4,000. That's already 6. So going and back, 12,000. Then you pay the driver. Praise the Lord. One day, you'll go to heaven. And one of the things you'll be telling God, I was in Muranga. My principal was Catholic. Was a devil. Devil. Ngaira will stand before you and say, Father, I was in Tum Girls. This is the fruit. Those are the souls saved in Tum Girls Tourist Ministry and Baragoi. Why? He failed to bury his talent. The Christian who buries his talent. So who is killing our schools? Who is destroying our schools? Not the principal. It is not because you are in a Catholic school. He has just refused to use his talent. Recently, I was in Tana River, the beginning of the year. I'd gone there to mobilize them for our camp, because that Tana River, they were going to Makweni. And when I spoke, there were a few teachers I spoke to, Tana River in Delta. So I spoke to them, they were about 10, 15. They were not as many as you are here. 10, 15. And one of them told me that, to reach here, I woke up at 4 to reach here at 10. Sijiwe ulamuka sangapi tufike hapa. Na bado nafika kama umechelewa. So we mobilized them. One of them told me that my school is Muslim school. The principal will support any Muslim activity, but not the Christian. So I have learned myself to train my students. There are about 50 students who are not Muslims. If you are not a Muslim, you are a Christian, not because you are saved. It's because you are not a Muslim. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yeah. He has trained the boys. Anytime they raise money for the CU. So when they have a rally, the only thing they ask the school is to give them the school bus. They pay the driver. They buy their own food. In Tana River, when you have a weekend challenge, you come on Friday evening and you'll sleep there until Sunday. So the school organizes where to sleep in the classroom. They pay for that. And that's how ministry is done in Tana River. Praise the Lord. In this camp at Makweni, Tana River brought 79 students from Tana River. See, Muranga mulikuwa wangapi? 150, just a half. So Tana River is about to overtake you next year. So when you stay with those Tana River, they will ask you, Muko wapi? Muranga. He will tell you, I served God in Tana River. My school was Muslim school. Praise the Lord. My school was up. At least you sit here and the noise you are hearing is the vehicle. That place, the only noise you hear is the motorbike. You start on the road like this one. Unaambiwa gari ilipita hapa saa 11. Itarudi the following day. Itarudi the following. Na hapa Mungu amekuleta unafundisha Shulamba, we were coming and we are seeing green. People selling everything on the road. Kila kitu nauzwa kwa barabara mpaka makaa. You see, huko you cannot get anything. Let me finish by looking at the fourth Christian. The fourth Christian. The fourth Christian. This fourth Christian is the one transforming the world for Jesus. Transformational Christian. Transformational Christian. This man, this woman, has everything number 3 has. He has all the qualities of number 3. Because you cannot survive in your Christian faith without the quality of number 3. This man has everything number 3 has. But the difference is one. All that he has is for others. He keep investing his time, investing his money, investing his life. All that he has, he gives away. This Christian, when you find him in the school, everyone has gone. He's alone. He's alone organizing how students can be held, running Bible study, mobilize students to go to a camp, organizing spiritual matters in the school. The burden this man has, the burden, is like that of Jeremiah when he said, the zeal of your house consumes me. Paul says, woe unto me if I don't preach the gospel. Something inside him that burns within him, that say, I can't sleep, I can't rest until I found out what the Lord wants to do with my life. They wrestle with God day and night and tell God, Father, use my life. And if you don't use me, kill me. Have you ever prayed that prayer? Bless my wife. Those are not prayers you are praying. Those are prayers for the surviving Christian. Prayers for people who transform the world. They go before the Lord and say, Father, before I reach 50 years, allow me to fulfill the destiny you have for me. Before I come to 40 years, before I come to 30 years, you wrestle with God until God come, pull you out from where you are and say, this is what I want you to do. So you become transformational. These people who transform the world, they have 3 things in common. The men and women who transform the world, they have 3 things in common. You will never change your family. You know, even a father, to transform his family and change his children, you need these 3 things. You can be a father raising animals like children. Yani, your children are animals, but you think they're children, but they behave like animals. Because children must be raised up like human beings. Isn't it? And that's the work of a father. That when our children come to a place, they are human beings. You know, kuna wengine wanakuja a place like this one, you think they are some animals and wanaingia up and down. Wanakimbia all over. Woo! They are making noise. Mwingine tulienda kuomba, yeye ndiye ananyamba, mtoto ananyamba na watu wanaomba. Ananyamba kwa wenye wanaomba, yeye unasikia tu harufu. Anakaa hapa anakaa hivi, anakaa hivi. This child. You are raising a child like an animal. Children must be raised up like a what? Human beings. Praise the Lord. For you to transform your family, for you to transform your life, men who are married, you know you have succeeded in your marriage when your wife look like you, think like you, and reason like you. You know you are succeeding. But if your wife still thinks like her mother and have members of her family, you are failing. I'm not talking about marriage, but listen here. There are three things important for you to transform your family, your workplace, make an impact. One day you go to heaven and the master says, well done, thou good and faithful servant. That day will come. And do not be shocked if good Christians will be told lazy and wicked. I gave you everything you needed. The world died in your hand. The students were destroyed when you are looking. My business was not your business. Don't be shocked when you go to heaven that good Christians will be thrown into hell. Good Christians will be thrown because the Lord will demand the gift he has given on your life. God, I built a mansionette. No. Even Satan is built that. So how do you transform your school? Those who transform